JB2and Duke till I die. Mic check 1 2 to the 3 4 5. Nick Tunes up next with the broadcast live.
What's up, Grommet? Grommet Vommit, brought to you by JB2 and the Duke. And today's show sponsors are Jackalope and Coastal Edge. And today we're doing the show from Coastal Edge. Cute.
We also got Zero Subs Oceanfront and Mocha America, and our awesome guest, Micah
from Jackalope.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Micah, or well, what do we call you, Mr. Micah?
Yeah, what do we
Micah,
call
Mr. Micah,
Everything
Mr.
works.
Micah, Mr. Micah.
Micah, Mr. Do we?
Yeah,
Micah, Mr.
Micah.
Micah.
It's Micah?
It's
Aye.
Micah. You good?
Micah.
So, Micah, I heard you got this awesome festival called Jackalope coming up. Can you tell everybody watching, like, what to expect, what's going to happen?
Yeah, for sure. So Jackalope is a big action sport festival taking part in Virginia Beach on June 2nd, June 4th. We got a skateboarding contest with $20K cash prize. We got a brand new concrete course being built right now on the beach, on the ocean front with California Skate Park. We got a vert ramp with Tony Hawk doing a vert demo. That's going to be epic with Bucky Lasek, Elliott Sloan, and Reese Nelson and so many. We got a rock climbing wall. We got base jumping, parachuting from the top of the Hilton. We got freestyle motocross, beach volleyball tournaments, skimboarding contest, DJ's food truck. Everything is free to watch and come and enjoy it. We're expecting a large crowd. So June 2nd, June 4th, Virginia Beach. Let's go.
That's crazy.
Okay,
That
question.
sounds so exciting.
Question.
Oh.
Is the skate park going to remain there until somebody just wants to take it down and like rebuild something there?
It's a great question. Unfortunately, no, not for this year, but we have a 3-year commitment with the city of Virginia Beach, and the goal would be to kind of hopefully in the next couple years, don't quote me on that, leave one on the beach.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so sick. I could just go surf, get out, go skate, and then when I get hot, just go back to surf.
I'd
Exactly,
say skate first, so then when I don't have to get my board wet. That's honestly what I do.
True.
Mr. Micah, or Micah Mr. I heard you had a son. Could you tell us more about that?
Yeah, I got a little toddler. Basically, his name is Elion, and he's a year and a half. He's just starting to skate. I can barely kind of just push him on the board, and he'll shred a bit, but he's young, a year and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
You guys are young,
I
though.
started.
Yeah.
You start at 2 or a year and a half?
I started 4.
Dude,
Oh, wow.
that's late.
Maybe like 300, like 3 years, 364 days.
No, I saw you guys skate. You shred, man.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And he's better than me.
You guys are
Dude,
progressing.
360. He can do 360s. I can't do no 360s.
You can do a very
Wait a couple
I
weeks.
can do
you'll be
varial
good.
flip. Okay, I got you on that, but I mean that's kind of it, pretty much.
I started like 13, so you guys are way advanced than what I was, like when I was growing up.
I've been skating for 6 years, and this is how far I've got. This is pretty good for 6 years.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's epic.
Now, if this was 3 years, that would be pretty epic.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, so like, what inspired you to start the Jackalope?
so you know Tony Hawk, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, well, I was like sitting in my humble house back in where I grew up. Like it's a small village, 700 people live there. I was young, and I saw Tony in '99. When X Game. You guys weren't born, obviously, but
Yeah.
that's way back. But I saw Tony do his 900 at X Game, and picture this: like our house was in the middle of a field. Our only neighbor was like a barn. We're living on a dirt road, so there's no skateboarding per se nearby. I saw Tony do his 900. I saw the whole thing, and that kind of sparked the idea to really start a skateboard company. So I started Ripper Skateboard for a couple years, which eventually led to Jackalope down the road, where in 2012 in Canada, in Montreal, we launched a festival right on the Olympic Park. And from an idea that we had, this kind of grew as now Canada's biggest action sports festival, and we're starting this US venture next weekend.
Oh wow.
Nice.
Me and JB may have a podcast that has probably thousands of people watched, but you have a company that's probably maybe close to 1 million people's going.
Yeah.
Million people going.
I'd be stoked if a million
So I
people
mean,
show up on the beach.
you're definitely better than us. You got some good stuff.
You're crushing
You
it.
got
You
some-
guys are like not even like adult and running a podcast, crushing it on surf, skate, and snow. I heard.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's amazing. That's amazing what he can do on a surfboard and a snowboard.
But
And the skate.
you guys are inspiring a lot of kids around you, and with social media and the podcast you're doing, you're gonna.
Hey,
keep
you
it-
were too. You were too.
Well, it's a team effort. Let's call it this way, right? Because if we put the event together, we need you guys to be on the ramp and really kind of inspire the folks who maybe not skate, or maybe they're just watching, and then they have that little kid and they're like, I want to be like JB2 or like Duke, and then they come to Coastal Edge, grab a board, and there comes the stoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're inspiring a lot of kids, really.
Trying.
Yeah. So like, how did you like start skating, and did you do any other sports growing up?
Yeah, great question. So I kind of, skateboarding was always my thing, and I kind of keep skateboarding. We were just at what is it called, JM? Like Cave of Chaos last
yeah.
night.
Chaos.
That was dope. Like, so every now and then I keep skating at least once or twice a week if I find the time. But I really like bouldering, so climbing is super cool too.
Oh yeah.
I try surfing with you, like I suck, but I try to get in the water and understand the wave in the ocean, which is super cool. But yeah, I would say really skateboarding is my my passion still, and rock climbing and mountain biking. Have you ever tried mountain bike?
No.
My friend,
I can do like a wheelie on my bike.
my
There you go.
friend, I think he had a BMX. He could like wheelie for like 18 seconds, but
There
that
you
was a while ago. He was like 9. Now he's 11.
But you
Not
know what?
long.
Like I try to find something new, and skateboarding is always the first love, the first passion. And as you grow up, you kind of are always chasing something new to kind of reinvent yourself. And you'll see that in a couple of years.
Yeah.
But finding a new passion is kind of hard. So you're lucky if you have a couple. And for me, it's always been kind of going back to skateboarding, which gives me the chills. And that's where I clear my head, and I don't have to think about all the work stress environment or the issues or whatever, the money, blah, blah, blah. So for me, skateboarding still is my thing.
Yeah.
Isn't it for all of us?
Yeah.
Do you have any jokes?
I suck at jokes, but let's try this. Like, you tell me if it's funny, and it's okay if it's not. But so if two vegans get into a fight, do you call it beef?
That's pretty good. You know what I call it? I call it celery.
Celery?
Yeah.
Celery.
You brought it to another level.
Slaughter. Or no, beef up. You got it beefed up.
Huh?
Beefed up.
Beefed up. I like it.
So one of them
Impossible
gets beefed
beef.
up.
Oh yeah.
All right, I got a joke. Tony Hawk walks into a bar. What happens? Nobody recognizes him.
I don't get it.
Me neither. It just
Oh.
my dad just started laughing so hard, same as everybody in the store. So I was like,
I'm gonna use that joke.
I should probably use that joke. What other people could I convince?
That's one.
Oh. How many skateboarders does it take to change a light bulb?
I think I might know this one.
3. 1 to do it, 1 to film it, and 1 to be like, yo, that was sick.
No way. That's epic. That was the best joke. You won.
All right. Well, do you have any favorite skaters?
Favorite skaters? There's so many. It's kind of hard to tell one in particular, but Felipe Nunes, the guy with no leg that skate.
Oh yeah.
He's so gnarly.
Yeah, I know that guy.
So
Ooh,
He's better than both of
I
me
saw
and Duke.
I see this person every once in a while. He's got no legs and no arms. He's doing like front boards, like shove it out. It's pretty cool.
yeah, well, I think if you look him up, Felipe Nunez is actually going to be at the Jackalope in Virginia Beach.
Oh, you know what? Wasn't he in the X Games?
He was.
Oh yeah, and he kept doing like kickflip indies.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
his
I
like
saw
fingerboard,
him.
and he's also like doing flip frontside board or back clip.
Yeah.
Pretty gnarly, you know, like the tricks he's doing. Like some of us don't even do it with our two legs, and he's just like crushing it.
And
Yeah.
he was like going like this with his hands, like
Yeah.
It was so cool though, like how he was pushing with his hands. It was cool.
It's crazy.
And he's awesome. Like he's just fun to watch and always smiling, and he gets the craziest slam. Like
I'm pretty sure he won 3rd or 2nd for the X Games.
I'm not
Something
sure
like
that. Quote me.
I saw him walk up, like somebody call his name, and then he'd walk up, and then 2 other people walked up. Pretty sure he has something. I'm pretty sure he placed.
Check him out.
Have you ever skated any contests before?
Yeah, when I was younger, I loved skating contests, but I always kind of wouldn't be able to achieve podium or whatever. And I kind of knew early on that my role would be kind of behind the business side of the industry. So I started a skateboard brand, which was my first venture. And then I started kind of this Jackalope thing, which has kind of been a fun ride so far. It's been 10 years. And we have so many cool plans that I rather put the athletes in front of the camera. So usually you'll see more of the athletes in our social media and the stories. But yeah, I kind of stay away from competing because I just enjoy rolling. But
Just a soul skater.
Yeah, shred with the friends and kind of have a good sesh, you know, once in a while. I think that's way better than, you know, competing, at least for me and my humble skills.
Buddy, welcome to my world. I mean, I do competitions a lot, but that's why I skate. Also, I skate because when I'm in the air, it feels like all the problems go away. Like when I'm in the air, it feels so good.
Wait, what problems?
I don't know. Definitely not trying to hide something.
But I totally feel you, man. You know, when you do something you love, you kind of put your worries and everything that's kind of bugging you, whatever it's small or big issues, everything is important. But when you do something you love, you stay focused on that path. And quick question then, are you going to try the Groms contest at Jackalope? Have you guys registered?
Yeah,
I think I registered, right?
Yeah.
No?
No?
I'm going. I want to.
I'm registered.
I'm probably going to.
Let's make it happen.
I don't know. I don't think I am right now, but I'm probably going to.
Yeah, well, have fun. I think don't put too much pressure, you know, on yourself if you're doing contests. I know sometimes it's like the sponsors and then the parents and then the crowd and everything, but you got to remember, like, this is like the fun part of it. And if one day you make it pro and you really want to live out of it, if that's your dream, then yes, accept the pressure and deliver. But I think for now, have fun. And if you do a contest like Jackalope or others, like, just enjoy the ride, and that will be kind of a cool experience, I feel, for you guys at least. So you're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a pretty cool question, or I think it's cool.
I'm sure it is. Bring it on.
What's the skate scene like in Canada?
Dude, great question. It's a cool one for sure.
Thanks.
So the skate scene in Canada is pretty dope. Montreal is really kind of on fire. Earlier and like back in the days, it was more Vancouver. There was this big contest called Slam City Jam. A lot of pros went there, and over the years, you know, lots of skaters like Mark Appleyard and others came from Toronto and Ontario, which is a province next to Quebec. So Canada's big, right? Canada is as big as America, but we have like 35 to 40 million people. So it's kind of not a lot compared to the US, where you guys have, what, 300 million people. So we're basically 10 times smaller in population, but we still produce a lot of good skaters. And maybe you guys have heard of Dime. Dime are kind of a brand that is out of Montreal, and there's a lot of skaters and influential skaters that kind of gravitate. So there's a pretty nice scene, and it's growing.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of people.
It's still a lot of people, but remember, like, the country's huge. Like and you have like ice, and the West Coast is like mountains, and Vancouver's beautiful, but Montreal's a cool city, and we would love to see you guys in Montreal maybe this summer in August for the Jackalope event, August 25 to 27. Actually, if you want to check it out,
I'm definitely gonna
make the road trip. We'll hook you up with a hotel.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh,
you got it. Send it.
You sure you don't
First
want to
try.
go? Sure you don't wanna go? Sure you
Come
don't
on,
wanna go?
hit it first try.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is Andy Anderson gonna be there?
Love Andy. Andy's coming. He came to Jackalope in Montreal a couple times, and it's always a crowd favorite. Like the guy, like, have you ever talked to him or saw him skate in person?
No. 2 questions. No, I haven't. And yes, that is one of the reasons I want to come. Yes.
Yeah, Andy's awesome. He's the man. He's such a special individual from the way he talk, think, and how he skate. Obviously, like we know him from his skateboarding, but if you listen to some of the interviews or if you talk to him a little bit, he's the funniest guy. He's the most positive, and he's really kind of bringing always kind of good vibe to a spot. And I love Andy. So yes, we're super stoked and blessed to have Andy show up at Jackalope.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Andy is just a ripper. I have
Yeah.
to say it.
He
Just
skates
a
like
ripper.
no one else, man. Like you know this
He's
style.
like freestyling, like with his nose. He's doing like, I can't even describe it. Like it's not even tricks. Like he just gets on his board and then rides, and then he sees something that he can 50-50. He like freestyles 50-50. I don't know, like dog walk 50-50. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and the way he skate too, you know, like I was watching a clip where he was just kind of standing on a handrail, you know, and dropping on the handrail, which kind of was like a C handrail, massive, I don't know, 50 stairs, whatever. But like no one starts a round rail by, you know, starting on flat and just waiting to go down. So the way he has his balance dialed in, it's pretty impressive. And you might have saw this massive mid grind down like I don't know how many stairs in this part. Like that was huge. Anyway, I think it's worth to recognize, you know, the amount of balance, energy, and time and dedication he's put in his parts, but also when he show up to contests like Tampa Pro, like dark slide the whole kink rail, you know, no one's does that. and it's just kind of pretty crazy to see happen in life and in front of your eyes. And Andy is so approachable. You'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Andy?" And be like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" And you're like, "JB, man." So he's approachable. He's talented. You got the full package.
Yeah.
Bet. All right, your turn.
Okay. So like, why did you choose Virginia Beach for the Jackalope?
Yo, this is a funny story. Like, give me a sec. I'll give you the whole full in detail.
Okay.
So I was always looking for a new home for the Jackalope in the US. Like, and before the pandemic, we had a done deal with a city in Sao Paulo, Brazil. So we were bringing Jackalope in Brazil. It was a done deal. Tony was coming, big event. Then the pandemic hit. We also had like great kind of conversation with a West Coast city that was about to be confirmed and finalized. Again, pandemic hit. So that kind of reshuffled the cards. And out of a random trade show that I went in Birmingham, Alabama, like, you know, it's kind of a speed dating. So you sit in one side of the table, and then on the other side, there's lots of cities that are just like kind of, hey, I want Jackalope, like, let's go. So I had 50 of those meetings, 8-minute meeting, and nothing was really kind of interesting. And all of a sudden, I get invited to an after party or whatever, like a happy hour thing. And I got 2 invitations. One was for the state of Alabama. It was on a rooftop patio with like free drink and free food. So yeah, like let's go sneak some free food and free drink. I went. And the last one was like the state of Virginia who was hosting that event. So I went there, and it was in the middle of Birmingham, Alabama. I took a Uber to go to that second happy hour of the night. And when I arrived, everyone was ready to leave. And there was just a couple people left, a couple chips left in the bowls. And I just happened to bump into Bill Kelly from the city of Virginia Beach and talk with Danny, which they both work for the city. And we just kick it. Like it was an instant match of what we had to offer as an event and what the city of Virginia Beach was looking. That was November of 21. And then fast forward 3 months later, that's when the mayor, Bobby Dyer, kind of announced the 3-year deal with Jackalope coming to Virginia Beach. So that was kind of a pretty historic moment because the city had never saw, you know, a deal happen so fast, but it was really kind of a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of free stuff, at the Myrtle Beach Jam, the Monster guys were there, and they were giving out every type of free Monster. I think if you wanted to buy like a whole pack, you had to buy it, but they were giving out free Monster, like whole bottles,
Whoa, to kids.
like
Wow.
every type, and I think a new type too, like new types.
Oh, new flavor for sure.
Yeah, I saw you drinking a Monster earlier, so just hooked me up.
Yeah, I love those guys. They just kind of confirmed their partnership with us for the Jackalope Festival. We're stoked, and we got Matt Berger, who's like one of their rider, Elliot Sloan, Felipe Nunez, that's actually a Monster rider, and a couple other athletes that are coming, and it's gonna be a pretty epic activation that they're putting as well. So if you like Monster and you're allowed to drink it, there's a certain age, you're
Well,
more
I
than
mean,
welcome to go and get one at the rig.
Yeah.
maybe at like 3:30 or like 4 in the morning, we have to get up really early, and my dad happens to be drinking a Monster. I might get a small sip just to wake me up, because we're
He's
probably
like, no.
we're probably gonna get to the skate park at 6, and I'm probably gonna be dozing off. So I mean, like, I might have the tiniest sip. I'll have the tiniest sip, and then that will give me good enough to do tricks.
No, but shout out to you guys for driving from North Carolina, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And left at what, 5 a.m. this morning to be here in Virginia Beach for this thing. And thank you guys for hooking me up. You know, like, I'm stoked to share the podcast, but let's dive into it. Like, any question? How can I bring you some
Yeah.
insight of our world?
Well, speaking of, if you could just buy us a candy shop. I'm just kidding.
All right. I want to know, what is the gnarliest slam you've had?
Oh, gnarliest slam I had was, I broke I broke a couple bones, but nothing super crazy. Like, you know, on road trips, like, have you done road trips, skate trips? Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you go street and then you're with the crew and you're trying to push things. Once I was on a trip in Paris, and day one of the trip, I basically kind of hurt my foot, and then I was kind of basically the water boy for the rest of the trip. It was nothing crazy, but it kind of screwed the whole trip, and I was kind of carrying the luggage for the rest of the trip.
Carrying luggage?
Well, I couldn't skate, so
that seems more like
more weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
You ever listen
That
to
sucks.
music when you skate?
Yeah, I do, like a lot of hip hop, electro, different
Rap?
types of, yeah,
You
of
like
course.
rap?
Yeah.
True skater, like rock, rap, and yeah, that's probably the most common skateboarding thing.
For sure. I kind of like electro, or not techno, it's not the right word, but house music as well. You watch Nigel on Instagram, when he skated his indoor park, there's always kind of like EDM type of music. Have you ever noticed?
I
Like-
think I have.
So if you check Nigel when he's riding in this indoor park, we went and we filmed with Domo Walker, who's also kind of a disorder athlete, and we were blessed to be in his private indoor park. But they
Yeah.
always put like EDM music to crank up the energy, and I'd actually really like it. You know, skate on a high tempo music, because it gets your mind kind of thinking in a faster pace.
Yeah.
You're right.
Who are you the most excited to who are you most excited about coming to Jackalope?
I guess what I'm most excited, and it's probably not at one person, but I would say Tony Hawk is kind of the obvious answer.
Tony Hawk is pretty big.
Dude, it's gonna be epic, just because he has history, right, with Virginia Beach. He was here in '86, early 2000, and less in '99, something like that. And I think Virginia Beach played, from what I heard, a big role in his career. And some people had stories with Mount Trashmore, and I don't want to get into the details. I'll let the audience kind of find out and figure it out. But it's been pretty iconic to hear those stories, and now having Tony come back, people have told me it's going to feel like a reunion. Like, you know, like he's been around, and now he's at a point of his career that coming back to VB makes a lot of sense, and it's kind of a blessing also for the community.
Yeah.
Wow. I have a story. Nobody believes me. It's true though. It's very true. I'm looking at you, Dad. Okay, so my uncle, he was really good friends with. He was pretty good friends with Ryan Checkler. I can tell you don't believe me already. And he tried to do a switch hard flip down a 4 block, and he broke his ankle.
Tony, switch hard flip.
No, not Tony Hawk. My uncle.
Okay.
Oh,
And I didn't believe him. And then he busted out a hard flip in sandals first try. And then he did a switch hard flip in sandals. But he landed 1 foot. He landed 1 foot and like his heel. And I just about believed him because I don't think
that's so
hard flip. It's like switch hard
Impossible.
flip. Yeah. It's switch hard flip. That's like more than an impossible. That's big.
Yeah.
He was trying to do it down a 4 block. He said he was like a teenager too. He was like 16.
Nice.
It was like 4.
You guys got hard flip? Oh.
I'm getting there. I'm pretty close. I can land like 1 foot sometimes. Ooh, I can do like a no comply hard
It's
flip.
such a nice trick though. Like
I
wish I could
really
do
cool. It's really cool. My uncle is teaching me how to do it, but I only get to see him
Your
like
uncle?
2 or 3 years. Yeah, the one who did the switch hard flip.
Is he staying with you guys when you come by? Like you should stick around. Like he would get you some tricks. But
Yeah.
How did you guys start skateboarding? I'm gonna reverse this interview.
Long
Yeah.
story.
So I started, like, I went to one of the Coastal Edge contests because I was just there to watch. I was like still pretty young. I was like 4, I think, maybe a little bit older or younger. But yeah, and then one of my friends let me kind of just. They were holding my hand. They kind of let me stand on their boards and made sure I didn't fall by like holding my hands. And then for Christmas, I got one of those like skateboards. It was a pretty cool one. It was I don't remember the name of it, but it had the bottom was really cool. It had like a Punisher guy on him.
Oh, was it a fake board or real board?
Like, I think it was kind of like a Walmart board, kind of.
Okay, so
yeah, but it was
fake.
still
The
pretty
deck.
cool.
No, a lot of the time the decks at Walmart are okay, and the trucks at Walmart are okay, but the wheels and bearings are normally not okay.
I started with a sketchy board as well, but it was okay for the beginning. But from what I'm hearing, like you went to a Coastal Edge event and that kind of sparked the.
Yeah, I wasn't competing in the event. I was
gonna
just
show
there.
up?
Yeah, just watching and stuff.
But that's epic
And
because like they played a role in your story, and now we're here in the store.
Yeah.
And then their partner of Jackalope. It's really full circle here.
Yeah. And then I got a skateboard for Christmas, and then every day before school I was just riding it to the bus stop. And then like after school, if the waves weren't good, I was going to like Coastal Edge. I was working on my like drop-ins because like on my first drop-in, my dad stood there, and when I went to drop in, if I fall, he catches me, so I wouldn't get hurt. And I still had a bunch of my pads on.
That's inspiring. Like I saw that your brother was like 5 years old, try to drop this 7-foot quarter pipe like in the backyard here. Like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Yeah.
How did you get into it?
Oh, I got into it. I was about 3.5.
What?
Like I was like the rich kid on the block with like $3. I was like the rich 3-year-old, $3 in my pocket. But that's it. We went to a garage sale, and there was like a $1 skateboard. It was beat up, and I bought
skateboard?
It like $1.50, $2 skateboard, and I started just kind of like prancing around on my butt. And then I eventually tried to get on, but I slipped and fell. And then my dad took me to a real skate park. I'm pretty sure it was Apex. He says it was Marsh Creek, but I'm pretty sure it was Apex. And I didn't really do anything. I just watched people because he took me. I didn't really want to or anything. But then the next day I wanted to go. Like I asked him physically, could we go? And he says, okay, but you got to try something. And I went there and I started trying tricks. I fell down a bunch of times, and this guy, he came up, he picked me up. He was like, come here. And my dad was like, am I about to fight somebody? And he just started teaching me, and at the end of the day I could go down like a
Nice.
3-foot ramp or a 4-foot ramp on my board. There was a video of me just going down and down and then just smashed into it. Didn't hurt, it just like smashed.
But you were stoked, like,
Your dad-
I was stoked though,
Your
and
dad was probably like,
that's how I
oh, okay.
I was like, my dad was like getting close to me, and he had
I
his
see that
fist rolled
scene.
up, and it was weird, but he picked me up and started teaching me. His name was Pinky. He was an awesome guy. He might be dead though.
what?
what?
Yeah.
Where is he,
He's
like-
either dead or not. I don't know if he's dead or not.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
well, that sucks if he is.
Rest in
Sad.
peace, Pinky.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know if he is though. One guy,
Hopefully
or
he's not.
a lot of guys said he was dead, and then a couple guys said he saw Pinky at the skate park like 2 days ago. So I just really don't know.
It's a
to be
legend,
honest with
man.
you. It's
It's
a
a
legend. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just gotta see it for myself. And our local is Apex, DeVille, and Marsh Creek, and
That's North
Graveside.
Carolina.
Graveside. Yep, they're all North Carolina.
Nice.
Ever since I got sponsored by DeVille, we started going there a lot more often. Sucks for my dad though. He said it himself because it's the longest skate park away in the public area, but it's a fun park. Do you have any like skate spots that you physically street or skate?
It's been a while since I street a spot, but I kind of enjoy more the transition, whether they are a local skate park or any like street transition. Like hitting a rail nowadays, like, I don't know, I don't have the passion or the body to kind of eat shit on a big rail or a big hubba.
yeah.
Maybe that will change, but for now, like, I try to stay healthy. I got a business, employees, and I also have responsibility with my kid. So, like, I still have some crutches at home that I can, whatever happens, it's there. But ideally, I want to be able to provide and be there for the long run. And I enjoy better, riding pools, like concrete pools or backyard pools. I would say that's more my thing now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we go to this pool. It has a deep end and it has like a roll. That's like, it'd be perfect for if you just emptied the water out.
How tall?
It's my dream to just empty it out one day.
Let's go
It's my
tonight.
dream.
Let's go tonight.
It's like it's really yeah. Let's go tonight. We'll sneak in.
Knock, knock.
Dogtown
Who's that?
Z-Boys, baby.
Sorry, it's a Jackalope session here. Like, can we empty your pool?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta carve our own boards.
Like,
The-
when we need to
threes.
go to the bathroom, we'll fill it back up.
They'll never know what happened. They'll never know what they did. They'll never.
Yeah.
Our secret.
But I heard there's a lot of backyard ramps in Virginia Beach, right?
Yeah.
You guys have one.
I
Yeah.
got two. I got two.
You got 2 ramps in the
I
backyard.
got a taller one, but it's kind of like broken. We gotta repair it. It's got a big bump that's like here to
you need
here.
skate lights, or what do you need?
We have a mini ramp. Me and my friend, we did a sleepover with a tent. We put it right next to the ramp, and we skated almost till we probably skated till 1, maybe 12:30, something like that.
Dang.
Like, my friend just dared me to go out and start skateboarding, and then he was like, "You know what? Let's just
doing it."
skate out here like until we have to go to bed." And I was like, "Good idea."
Late night session.
And he
Yeah.
got scared because he thought he saw a wolf, and I kept telling him that was the old stump that be from a broken tree, and he says, "No, I swear that's a wolf. I swear that moved," and it was a stump. It was a stump.
Epic.
Yeah. But are you gonna be participating in any of the Jackalope events?
No, man. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
No, I'll be shredding the course. I'll probably kind of, roll with you guys and high five and give you some props. Might hit a couple obstacles just for fun, because why not, but obviously my role nowadays is really more kind of pushing the next generation and making sure we got sponsors that can afford to pay for those events. And we've launched a cool tour called the Jackalope Block Parties. Not sure if you heard about it, but it's basically it's a qualifying series we're running in Canada, and we're going to be rolling it in the US starting in March, April of May of next year. So think of it of we'll go to Salt Lake City, El Paso, other cities across the US where they have a decent park, and the local winners, both male and female, boy and girls, are going to get a free trip, all expense paid, to come to Jackalope, Virginia Beach. So if you're a local hero, and you're ripping your local park, our role and my role is to find the sponsors, the city support to kind of run that local contest and make sure we identify the upcoming talent so they can have, the opportunity to come to the bigger show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Thanks. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
If you need some hype, just call me.
Sounds good.
Or him. Just call us.
Let's do it.
Oh.
919-833. If you need hype, just call me and JB.
Bring it on. Come tour with us.
I got a burning question.
Oh.
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza?
Oh. Yes.
You're crazy.
No, you're normal. You're normal. We're crazy.
Hawaii? Isn't it a Hawaiian pizza with the pineapple?
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't you like Hawaii?
Normally it's pineapple and ham.
I think
isn't it?
Hawaiian pizza is like pizza with ham and pineapple.
I heard they put like an extra 2 layers of cheese on Hawaiian pizza. If you like order Hawaiian pizza, they'll give you like an extra 2 layers.
Can I get a Hawaiian pizza without the pineapples? Because I want the extra cheese.
I just want extra
So you wanted a pizza with extra cheese. Let's go to Papa John's.
Papa John's. Papa John's might be my favorite, or Papa John's or Chicha's might be my favorite pizza place. But a lot of the time, Papa John's is expensive. It's good though. It's good.
That's good.
Chicha's really good though. Chicha's might be the favorite. Probably.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Chichos, 100%. Chichos and zeros.
Chichos and zeros, yep.
Yeah.
I hope one day we get sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
The chicken thing?
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What? You just said 2 different things. But, okay. So, do you have any words of wisdom for all of the awesome people watching Grommet Vommit?
First, we're moving to the Duke. I'm sorry, I just wanted to.
Follow your passion, buddy. Like, keep doing what you love. For real, it sounds cheesy, but it is kind of the true reality of life. You've got into skateboarding. You two kind of cross path because of skateboarding, and it's because you love what you did that you're now sitting here and doing this podcast. So I would say keep doing what you love. And that's word for everyone's watching at home, whether it's skateboarding or anything else. I love skateboarding, and that always brings me some amazing joy to kind of meet cool people like you guys. And our path wouldn't cross. Let's say if I didn't got that moment of inspiration when I saw Tony doing his 900, or when you went to a skateboarding event and you saw skateboarding. So, we're all part of a family, the skateboarding family. And I think at the end of the day, what I've learned is just follow your passion and stick to your dreams. But the stick to your dream is, you might have heard that, is again very cheesy, but it's also important to make sure you know what you want down the road. Maybe not now, but down the road. Set your goal on what you want to achieve. I'll give you an example. I had a skateboard brand, and when I started the skateboard brand, we did it for 10 years. We're basically making decks and selling it in around 60 skate shops. It was called Ripper Skateboard.
Oh, wow.
And I started this project saying in my mind, it's okay if I don't make any money. I just want to have fun. Guess what happened? 10 years later, didn't make any money, but had a lot of fun. But then I learned it's really important how you set your mind and what's your objective and what's your goal. Right now, you don't need to think too much about this, but if you're training to be the first pro to be skate, surf, and snow, then you might want to put a date on that.
Yeah.
And then try to focus on the steps to lead to that path. And I'm sure you're doing it. But I think it's important as you keep putting some goals and ideas that you make sure what you wish for, because it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was I just about to say here?
I don't know.
JB. What was I just about to say? What was I just about to say?
He'll come back.
Never mind. Here. Well,
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone done with their questions? We done?
I think so.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah. Where do we follow you?
Me or the brand?
Both.
Both.
Check out Jackalope on Instagram, Jackalope Fest. You also can check out all. If you want to follow me, but you don't need to check out the brand. I'm boring.
No, you
But-
ain't.
Micah Desforges,
Who-
Desforges. But really, like, check out Jackalope Fest on Insta, TikTok, YouTube, whatever.
Yeah.
And come check the festival in Virginia Beach. And if you
Yeah.
like it, make the trip to Montreal.
Yeah.
Everybody, go file Mr.
Everybody.
Micah
And
and
make sure you
Jackalope.
come down to Jackalope and get to see Tony Hawk on the vert ramp and all the people jumping off buildings and climbing.
And all of you
Yeah.
who don't know who Andy Anderson is, he is an absolute shredder. I think he might have been crowned best skater a year or two ago, but he is so good. So you also want to come down to watch Andy Anderson.
Yeah.
All
Look out.
right.
And as always, Grommet Vommit.
Oh man, goddamn. Nick's back with a sidewalk slam. Still 10 toes with them high top bands.